Greetings. Happy Thursday. Happy Expand Day. I know some people may wonder why or what are these words I have given all of these days. Like if you hear me on Monday, you'll hear me say Happy Moon Day, or Tuesday, Day of Productivity, Wednesday, day to study, the day to bring productivity to a close or to a conclusion point or a climax point. But peace, y'all. I have some years ago I learned that each day is governed by a certain planetary energy, and so I intentionally think about what planetary energy is governing the day, and then I strive to live a little bit more intentional. For me, it just logically makes sense to me that if I stay in alignment with what's above, I know for a fact that what's above impact what's below. And so if I stay in alignment with that, even just a little bit, is just consciously stay in alignment with that, that'll give me more chances of success. And I like to line up my chances for success. I desire to do what I need to do in life in order to make it a better chance that I would succeed at whatever it is that I'm striving to do. And what I strive to do these days is live a fruitful life. Live a peaceful, powerful, fruitful life. That is my goal. Anyone want to know my goal, my vision, my dreams? My dream is to live peacefully, powerfully, and joyously. That is my vision. That's my dream. Now, what comes under that is a whole lot of beautiful things in this physical plane. But above all else, I desire to live peacefully, powerfully, and joyously. And so one of the ways that I do that is I live in alignment with the day, So today, Thursday, today is Expand Day. Peace. Happy Thursday. Today is Expand Day. It is governed by Jupiter. And so this is a day where you can expand your knowledge, expand your territory, expand your prosperity, expand your vision, expand, whatever it is, increase. This is the day of increase. So it used to be where I would do a lot of my prosperity prayers, prosperity rituals, all of those different things on this day. But as the years have gone by, my life is a living ritual, So I find myself not necessarily doing anything that's like, a structured ritual or structured prayer. But as I walk throughout my day on a Thursday, I am speaking positively. I am living prosperously. I am vibrating on the frequency of expansion and prosperity. And so that may govern what I think about, what I'm thinking about, what I decide to do. Maybe I'll decide to spend some day scripting, or doing some prosperity meditations, or just trying to expand my consciousness around a certain topic, whatever that may be. All right. So just wanted to throw that out there. And if you want to learn a little bit more, I'm going to need for y'all to move. So if you want to learn a little bit more about the planetary energy of the day, I do have a book. I don't know if you all know, but I do have a book, an ebook entitled A Different Kind of Living. And within that book, I do talk about the planetary energy of the day in one portion of that book. And so you can learn about the planetary energy that governs each day, and you can live a little bit more intentionally. So I wanted to chat about, I'm on my way to my next destination. I got a little bit of time. So I wanted to chat about a topic that I talked about on my radio program, or we're still doing pre-recorded. We're not live. We're still not live in the studio. So my pre-recorded segment today, the topic was, what does it mean to be well? And what I focused on was this notion of well-being. This notion of well-being. What does it mean to be well? And, on the radio program, a different kind of living. I'm sorry. I just breezed over that. The ebook is is entitled "I Lost My Focus" because this truck was sitting at the bottom of my driveway, and I wanted to use telepathy because I didn't want to break my concentration, so that he can move your truck from the bottom of my driveway. I know has to be another place that you can park, and so the telepathy worked. But anyway, the ebook is entitled "A Different Type of Living," and it is available at the link in my bio here on Instagram, or the link in the caption here on YouTube if you're watching this as a replay on YouTube. And you can also find it on my website, ounministries.com. ounministries.com, which is also a place where you can find out more about Oun Ministries, our memberships, our study groups, our personal growth and development groups, our executive coaching groups. You can find out about all of those different things there. All right, so the radio show, and by the way, I don't know if all of you all know or not. I'm not sure, but I do have a radio show on 89.3 FM here in Atlanta. 89.3 FM here in Atlanta, WRFG, and it airs every Thursday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. And the name of the radio program is The Bridge, talk radio for parents, teachers, and students. And so I center a lot of the topics around things that are helpful for us to think about or consider as we are playing roles in the community as parents, as teachers, or even just as a community member. So excuse me. So that's a wide range of topics. I believe that so the main thing that I focus on is us being whole beings and us living a whole, full life, so that we can show up as healthy, whole beings as we are playing these roles. You know, I think one of the main things that impacts us greatly in a negative way as individuals, as parents, as community members, as citizens, is that we show up in this world. We don't show up in this world as whole beings, you know, as well beings. You know, we are not showing up in this world as well beings, because either we are not taking the time, either we feel that we don't have the time, or ultimately this is what it is, we're not taking the time to create well-being for ourselves, right? And so when we don't take that time, and maybe we don't know how to take that time, what to do in order to create well-being for ourselves, but when we don't take that time and we're not creating that for ourselves, then we show up as these hurt, imbalanced beings. And hurt people, you know, hurt people. If you're showing up in this world and you're not well, then you're going to impact the next man negatively in one way or the other. Whether you're showing up fatigued, you're showing up tired, you're showing up overwhelmed, you're showing up, you don't have the energy, the life force energy that you need in order to live a vibrant life. Then so now when you grace the world and people in it, you're coming out potentially angry, sad, scared, worried, frustrated, anxious, overwhelmed, all of these different things. How many of us have met people that way? How many of us have experienced that? Some people wake up and they start their day off sad. They start their day off overwhelmed. They start their day off worried about how to take care of themselves. You start your day off stressed because you haven't quite gotten your finances together. You start your day off emotionally stressed because you haven't figured out how to process that sadness that's coming with the relationship that you're involved in, whether that's a romantic relationship or a friendship. And so you're showing up in the world with all of these emotional imbalances, with all of these energetic imbalances, and oftentimes physical imbalances. A lot of people are walking around in pain. Physical pain. Their joints hurt, their back hurt, you know, their shoulders hurt, their shoulders are tight. You know, they're experiencing extreme headaches. You know, how's my sound, y'all? I didn't even ask today. I just want to make sure. Sometimes I don't know when I have some kind of weird going on with my sound, so make sure y'all let me know. But it is rough to live a life where you're living it in pain. And I don't know about y'all, but I have experienced pain before. And when I'm in pain, I'm not really the happiest person to be around. I'm not really the most joyous, exciting person to be around, because I don't feel, if my body is in pain, then I don't feel good emotionally. I just need to get myself together. And a lot of people are showing up in the world that way. So what does it mean to be well? Making sure that your well-being is on point. That is one of the most important things in life. Question yourself constantly. Where am I with my well-being? Well, on the segment tonight, I'm talking about well-being, and I looked up the definition, and one of the definitions, it says it's the state of being comfortable, healthy, and happy. The state of being comfortable with yourself and your surroundings, healthy and happy. So constantly asking yourself, do I feel comfortable within my skin? Do I feel comfortable with myself? Am I satisfied with myself? Do I feel grateful about life? That's comfortable to me. Am I healthy holistically? Looking at and acknowledging the fact that we have 3 bodies. We have the energetic and spiritual body, the emotional body, and the physical body. Do I feel healthy in all 3 bodies? Do I feel spiritual or energetically healthy, whole? Do I feel emotionally healthy? Do I feel physically healthy? And going further, do I feel those things? Do I feel healthy in those ways? Am I healthy? Am I spiritually, energetically healthy? Am I emotionally healthy? Am I physically healthy? And always asking yourself, how can I improve that? That is how we can become well. That's how we can live well. If you're not constantly asking yourself those questions and consciously and awareness, creating structures and systems and processes in life to help you to live well, then you're not necessarily showing up as your whole being. We are meant to be well. We are meant to be well. We didn't come into this world to anticipate death. That's not what we did. We all die one day, so we may well just, no. We all live every day. How about let's change that thought process to we all live every day. How can I live to the fullest? We all are given one human experience. How can I show up in this world as myself, a whole being, a well-being? How can I show up in this world and give as much as I'm meant to give with my own unique talents, my own unique gifts, my own unique interests? How can I show up in this world and give as much as I can give? How can I expand within myself so that I can give without depleting myself? So how can I continuously expand within myself or ascend this physical world and expand within my being so that I can show up as I'm supposed to show up? How can I figure out what am I? Who am I? What is my purpose here? What should I be showing up as? Who should I be showing up as? What can I show up as? And do it in a way that's fruitful and also joyous for me? Or am I just living a life that others have given me, or that I feel like I'm just expected to live? Those are very important questions, and thinking about wellness, if you're thinking about, making sure that you are well, it takes you looking at a whole range of things in your life. How am I spending my energy? What are my thoughts like? How am I thinking? How am I perceiving life? How am I processing my emotions? How am I deciphering what my purpose is, what my goals are in life? What are my desires? Do I feel like my desires are important? Do I feel like that they have value? My desires and my interests and my talents and my skills. Am I giving space to create fruitfully in my life? Do I feel like I am creating? Do I feel like I have opportunities to create? And I want to leave by saying, because I'm approaching my destination, that first of all, it is all our birthright to be well. It is all our birthright to be well and live a fruitful life. And we all have the capacity to live well. We have the capacity within ourselves to live well. And as parents, as community members, as teachers, we all have the capacity to support other people living well. But you can't help nobody live well if you're not living well. The first focus must be on self. The first focus must be on self. It doesn't matter what responsibility you have, if you're a parent, if you are, you're a business owner, whatever it is you got going on in your life, give thanks. But the first and most important thing in life is to make sure you are living well. Hands down. Because no matter what you do, if you are not focusing on your wellness and making sure that you feel grounded in your wellness, then you are like what we was discussing last night in our study group. There's a scripture in the Bible, John 15, that talks about the vine and the branch. And it's saying, abide in me, I am the vine, you are the branch. And a part of that discussion we had last night, I talked about how if you are just living as branch, you're not connected in anything, you're not rooted in anything, you're just out here as a branch with no roots. And have y'all ever seen what happens when a branch break off its tree? When the branch comes off the tree, eventually what's going to happen is that branch is going to wither away. It's going to compost away. So if you are not grounded, if you haven't established a level of groundedness within yourself, and that groundedness, that root is not rooted in a notion of I have a birthright to be well, and I have the capacity to be well, and I feel that it's important to be well, then you're going to wither away. Your visions will wither away. The things that you find your hands to do and the things you find your hands to create, they will wither away if they're not connected to a level of groundedness in your full holistic well-being. So, I don't know, that was on my mind this morning, especially as I was putting the segment together this morning. And these are some kind of like the back to the basic type conversations that I feel like we need to have. For me, of course, y'all know I talk about all type of things here. I certainly love to talk about our divinity. How can we connect with our divinity? How do we continue to evolve into our divinity? And I believe that, if we really understand, really truly understood what it means that we are divine beings, spiritual beings having a human experience, that we could live a more fruitful life. But there are some back to the basic conversations that I feel like we need to make sure we remember and have these conversations constantly. And one of those things is, what does it mean to be well? And how do I live well? I think it is extremely important for us to live well. Let us not walk around here, just full of imbalance, toxic, a toxic environment. Our body is toxic. Our thoughts are toxic. Our words are toxic. Our behaviors are toxic. The things we find with our hands to do is not, it's not contributing to our wellness. It's not contributing to our expansion. I think that's one of the things we want to make sure we're doing. Focusing and making sure that we are living well. That way you can show up as well whole beings. Give thanks to stars. You can show up as well whole beings. And also the works that you're doing are fruitful, and it helps to everything. And it's all one. We all impact each other. I encourage everyone as individuals to do your own personal work, because you doing your own personal work can impact and increase the value of everything else around you. And personally, I'd rather run into people who are living well and not people who are sad, mad, scared, worried. All they talking about is the struggles and all. And am I saying that we don't have challenges in life? No, everyone has challenges. That's the reality of life. Let's be real. Life has a duality to it. You know, you have your ups, you have your downs, you have your hills, you have your valleys, you have your, good, you have your bad, however you want to call it. But it's all in alignment for a balance. It comes to balance at some point. But oftentimes we harp on what we don't like, or what makes us uncomfortable, or what's bad about life, And I'd rather run it to people who are grateful for life, who are living well, so they're able to face their challenges without taking them over. They're able to face their challenges without letting their challenge be wear on them, and they wear their challenges right there. Every conversation that they're having is about the struggle, is about the challenge. You're not necessarily, you can't quite get a conversation of gratitude, or of testifying of the glory of life. It's like, are you enjoying life? So let us be well, y'all. What does it mean to be well? What does it mean to be whole? It means that you are considering yourself in awareness holistically. You're considering your energetic and spiritual body, your emotional body, and your physical body. And you are doing the work to make sure that you are finding balance in each area. That not only are you finding balance in each area, but you are expanding in each area. You are transcending limits or boundaries that you have experienced in life more and more and more and more. As I said, and I'll close by saying here, as I said last night in our study session, we should always feel like we're climbing Jacob's ladder. We're always ascending. And yes, we're going to the next level. And we're always going to the next level. You should always feel like you're going to the next level. Doing better than you did yesterday. Doing more than you did yesterday. Striving better than you did yesterday. All right? If you want to learn more about the study groups that I have, and also the personal development group, we have 2 new groups now, 2 new memberships. The personal growth and development group, as well as the executive coaching group for businesses and for people who are wanting to continue to level up in their careers. Then you can find that information at the link in bio, or also at ouministries.com at the memberships tab. So check those out if you want to learn more about those. We welcome you. We always have a good time, so you can definitely find more information there. Peace and love, y'all. Happy Thursday. I pray that you spend some kind of time making an effort to expand your consciousness, okay? Expand your consciousness, expand your thoughts, expand your efforts. Expand day. This is expand day. Make sure you use the energy. Peace, y'all.